Welcome to a new episode of Learn English with Story, where powerful stories help you speak English with confidence. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a new episode. Grab your headphones, relax, and let's dive into today's journey in English.
My name is Daniel, and I'm from Canada. Before Dubai, I worked at a marketing agency in Toronto. I had a decent salary, nice coworkers, and a life that was just okay. Not exciting, not terrible, just normal. But I wanted more. I had always dreamed about living abroad. I watched videos of Dubai, the tall buildings, the desert adventures, the massive malls. It looked like a place where anything could happen. One day, I saw a job post, Digital Marketing Specialist based in Dubai. No hesitation, I applied. 3 weeks later, I got the offer. My salary? Double what I made in Canada. Housing allowance? Included. Visa? Already taken care of. I didn't even think twice. I said yes. 2 weeks later, I was on a plane to the UAE. The flight was long, really long. I think it was about 15 hours, but honestly, I lost track. When I landed at Dubai International Airport, I was stunned. It was massive, bright, spotless. Everything moved fast. People in uniforms, signs in 3 languages, travelers from everywhere. I found a man holding a sign with my name, Daniel, written in messy handwriting. He drove me to my new apartment in Business Bay. The place was amazing. Fully furnished, cool air conditioning, and a view of the Burj Khalifa from the window. I dropped my bags, sat on the couch, and just stared out at the skyline. Softly, proud. "I did it," I whispered. "I'm really here." I felt excited, proud, and a little scared. But I didn't let that stop me. My first day started at 9 a.m. I got there early, new shirt, new shoes, ready to impress. The office was in a high-rise downtown. Inside, it was chaos. Phones ringing, people rushing, everyone speaking a mix of Arabic, English, Hindi. I met my boss, Mr. Hassan, tall, serious, sharp-eyed. He shook my hand once and said, "Welcome, you start today." That was it. No training, no orientation, just go. I got a laptop, a desk, and a folder labeled Projects. Inside, 5 different campaigns, all due in 2 weeks. I opened the first file and froze. Most of it was in Arabic. The tools they used, I had never seen them before. The deadlines? Unrealistic. By lunchtime, I was already drowning. At the cafeteria, I tried to join a group of coworkers. "Hey, can I sit here?" I asked. One guy nodded. They were from Egypt, India, and Pakistan. Nice guys, funny, welcoming. I asked, "How long did it take you to get used to life here?" They laughed. One said, "It never stops surprising you." I didn't really get it then, but I would soon. Dubai moved fast. Meetings were short. Emails needed replies within minutes. If you couldn't keep up, you were out. At the end of my first week, Mr. Hassan called me in. He said, "Your work is slow. You must adapt. This is not Canada. This is Dubai." softly, disappointed. "Yes, sir." And I walked out feeling crushed. It happened on a Thursday. I was in charge of a social media campaign for a luxury hotel. Everything looked good. I checked the images, the text, even got Reem, a designer, to double-check it. She gave me a thumbs up. So I scheduled it to post at 8 p.m. But I made a huge mistake. I scheduled it for Toronto time, not Dubai. The posts went live at 2 a.m. Nobody saw them. The next morning, Mr. Hassan was furious. He showed me an angry email from the client, all red text and exclamation marks. He said, "You cost us credibility. Fix this now." My stomach dropped. I felt like crying. But Reem came over and whispered, "It happens. Let's fix it." Together, we redid the campaign, added a personal apology, even offered a discount. The client accepted. But inside, I still felt like I had failed. That wasn't the end. I sent a report to the wrong client. I missed an important meeting. I confused time zones again. I started staying late, skipped lunch, checked emails at midnight. Still, I kept falling behind. One day, Reem stopped by and asked, "You okay?" I shrugged. "Not really." She sat down and said, "Stop doing everything alone. Ask for help." I thought about that. Maybe she was right. The next day, I knocked on Mr. Hassan's door. "Sir, I need help. I don't fully understand the systems yet." He paused, then nodded. He walked me through the tools, the timelines, and even shared some templates I hadn't seen before. When I walked out, I felt lighter, like maybe I could actually do this. I started making changes. I asked questions. I planned better. I made fewer mistakes. One day, I launched a campaign on time. Another day, I caught a mistake before it went live. I even led a small meeting. Mr. Hassan walked by and said, "Good job." That felt like winning the lottery. Things got better. Reem invited me to brunch one weekend. I met her friends, Fatima, a designer, and her boyfriend from Lebanon. They showed me Dubai's hidden gems, beaches, souks, rooftop cafes. I tried shawarma, falafel, even camel meat. Still not sure about that last one. I learned how to say shukran. I learned that family always comes first here, that people cancel plans, and that's okay. Life started to feel good again. But just when I thought I had it under control, burnout hit. Too many late nights, too much pressure, not enough sleep. One morning, I couldn't get out of bed. My head pounded. I texted Reem, "Not feeling well, can't come in." She replied, "Take care, rest." That night, I called my mom. Quiet, emotional. "I don't know if I can do this," I told her. She said, "You've done harder things, Daniel. Just breathe. Take it one day at a time." I cried. Then I slept. I made some changes. I stopped working after 7. I turned off notifications. I took real weekends. I told Mr. Hassan, "I need to slow down, just a little." And he said, "Okay, but results still matter." And I delivered. I finished a big campaign ahead of schedule. I trained a new intern. I got promoted to team lead. I was finally doing better. 6 months in, I stood in front of my team leading a presentation. I spoke clearly, confidently. I even cracked a joke, and they laughed. Afterward, Reem smiled and said, "You've changed. You belong here now." And I smiled too, because I knew she was right. One day, Mr. Hassan called me in. He said, "We're opening a branch in Riyadh. We want you to help lead the marketing team." I blanked. Me? Already? But I said yes, because I wasn't afraid anymore. My last day was emotional. Reem hugged me. "Promise you'll come back," she said. "Fatima gave me a silver compass, so you'll always know where to go." Mr. Hassan shook my hand. "Make us proud." I took one last walk along the canal, looked at the skyline, softly emotional. Dubai had pushed me and shaped me and taught me more than I ever expected. Now I sit in my new apartment in Riyadh, looking out at the city lights, thinking about where I started. Would I go back to Canada someday? Maybe. But one thing is for sure. Dubai changed me. It broke me down and built me back stronger. This wasn't just a job. It was a challenge, and I faced it, even when I wasn't ready.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Learn English with Story. Let us know your favorite part in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep learning with us. See you in the next story.